Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. So today we're gonna go ahead and talk about the case of Itzel. You might ask yourself, who the fuck is Itzel? Itzel is a 17-year-old girl that wanted to be an influencer. She had around over 60k followers on Instagram, and she was on her way to hit 100k. Her family was pretty proud of her. She had accomplished so many things in her life. She was about to graduate and get out of school and go into college, but unfortunately, she was murdered.
Itzel Espinoza had her whole life ahead of her, ready for senior year, turning 18 this September, but her life was cut short and her family wants justice.
Earlier July this year, she went out with some friends. She told her mom and her dad she would come earlier that night, around 1 in the morning. She left and she never came back. Her parents, her mom, her dad, were worried about her. This was not a behavior she would do all the time. They called it everywhere. They called her friend, her sister, her brother to see if she was with them. But there was no sign of her. It's almost like if she disappeared like smoke. The next day, on Friday, 3 days later after she disappeared, her dad thought the best thing to do was reporting her missing. 4 days later, on Monday, her dad received the most tragically call he could ever received. Her daughter's body was found in an aisle, dead in the passenger seat of her car.
Last Saturday morning around 5:30, police found Espinoza's body in the passenger seat of a car in an alley near 35th Ave in Southern. Espinoza had been shot multiple times. Now investigators have information on the vehicle.
They say they will look for suspects, and weeks went by. Just yesterday, something was found. There's this guy named Jesus that's supposedly part of the murder, but the weird thing is Jesus was the best friend of Itzel. I mean, Itzel would post her everywhere on social media. Her dad even knew him because they were such a good friend.
Loved ones hope anyone with credible leads will come forward. Diaz wants answers, most importantly. Who shot her daughter and left her to die in a car?
She didn't get to marry. She didn't get to have kids. She didn't have that chance to live life like everyone.
And they got another kid. He's a minor, so they can't disclose any information. So allegedly, none of them pulled the trigger. There's this girl named Aguilar that was with them that supposedly is the one who pulled the trigger. Jesus and the other kid started talking. Allegedly, they said the girl called Aguilar is the one who pulled the trigger and killed Itzel. Supposedly, Aguilar has been missing too. What they're saying is supposedly she moved to Mexico, crossed the border, and she's in Mexico right now. But people have no idea where she is. Some people say Jesus might be the one who pulled the trigger, but most likely it was Aguilar. And it's pretty weird how they were in an aisle and they killed her. So meaning this was premeditated. This murder was planned beforehand. And the story was Itzel got into an argument with Aguilar, and Itzel ran to the passenger seat and hid in there and locked the doors. Her supposedly best friend Jesus passed Aguilar the gun, and Aguilar killed Itzel. And this is very weird because Aguilar was supposedly her best friend. Like I told you before, she would literally post him everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. So I think this murder was planned. I don't know, let me know down in the comments. Oh guys, this is the whole video for today. Hope you enjoy it. I will see you until the next one.